do some trading on it. Mr. Scott Bauer is the CEO at Prosper Trading Academy down at the floor of the CSCO. So Scott, expectations maybe a little bit low for a tech giant. What do you think?
Agreed with that, and I think the expectations are low exactly for what you guys just talked about because of the unknown about moving forward. How is the supply chain going to be affected from the virus, this, that, and the other? So I think there's a lot of unknown. However, longer term, I love this stock, but for the print, I think they have to hit on absolutely all cylinders, including that guidance for this stock to go up. So what I'm looking at here, Oliver, is there's some really decent support and resistance in this stock from about 47 to 51 or so. That's the range that we've been trading in for quite a while.
Okay.
So what I'm looking to do is sell an iron condor, okay? And the configuration of an iron condor is the combination of selling a put spread and selling a call spread. So I'm looking to sell the downside 48.5, 47 strike put spread, $1.50 wide. Sell the 51, 52.5 call spread to the upside, also $1.50 wide. I can collect about 80 cents for that. Okay, I like that because that puts CSCO well within that range that it's been trading in. Now, if we get a big print one way or the other, I'm stopped out. My risk is completely defined here because regardless of whether the stock were to go to, let's say, 40 or 60, the maximum value of this trade is $1.50.
Okay.
Now, I will say, on any sort of sell-off here, I would be a buyer of this stock. Even if their guidance due to the virus is somewhat negative, somewhat unknown, I'd be a buyer of the stock for the long term. But for the print, I'm looking for a range-bound move.
So, Scott, this is a pretty interesting way to look at it. And on the downside, the 47 to 48.5 that you're selling, there's a lot of chop in the chart over the last 3 months around that area. So I'm with you on sort of the logic that maybe there's some more support down there that you're safer. On the upside, though, how'd you come to the strikes there? I mean, it does seem like if there is more range, it probably is to the upside for CSCO, given how much it's been slammed. Is that just where you're getting paid for the vol premium to sell it any further out and you're not making much?
So it's two things. Yes, it's where I'm getting paid, but there's also some resistance around the 51, 51.5 area. Not a lot. And I think that if this stock does go up to the upside, there's a lot of room for the upside here. I don't see that happening on the print. However, like I said, any sell-off, I would absolutely be a long-term buyer here.
Got it. All right. Still, yeah, exactly. Buck away. CSCO doesn't have a lot of big, pops in its recent history, so I like it, Scott. We'll watch it. Overall, the market here seems to be trying to move past some of the worst fears from coronavirus. What do you think? Premature, oil up 3% coming into EIA today. It's a pretty interesting session we got shaping up right now.
No doubt, and how much have you and I discussed the oil space, right?
Yeah.
And listen, when it got down below 50
you
in
bought
that
it
49
again.
area, I did, and you know what? I'm selling it again here. I'm getting out before this EIA print. I think this tighter range within the tighter range within the larger range that we have, seen is this 49.5 to 52, 52.5 area. It's definitely going to break out one way or the other from there. I think it's to the upside, but for now, I'm taking advantage of that range.
Got it. All right. Crude up 3% right now. We'll get the report on inventories pretty soon. Scott Bauer, nice work. We'll be watching CSCO after the bell this afternoon. Scott's the CEO at Prosper Trading Academy.